What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Please hit the like button, sub to the channel, and also hit them notifications too, okay? I want to go ahead and talk about Joel Embiid, who plays for my squad, the Philadelphia 76ers. Last night, he faced up against the San Antonio Spurs. Um, had a remarkable game. 70 points, 18 rebounds. Uh, I think it was 5 assists. And, to be honest with you, not very many people are really shocked. I mean, there might be some people that are on social media that are going wild, going crazy. Of course, that's the era that we live in. But me, I mean, it is difficult to get points like that in the NBA. I'm not gonna totally discount, what he did and how many points he's put up. But man, we got to cut out all of this nonsense. Like, this is a world championship, or he even made it to an Eastern Conference Finals, or is going deep into the playoffs every single year, because that's what I'm looking for Joel Embiid. I mean, he's concerned about, and it seems as if he's more concerned about individual accolades and statistics rather than actually getting a championship. I mean, he might say that, he wants a championship, but to me, he hasn't really shown me that. And that's why I still have Jokic as the better big man. Now, as far as talent wise and being able to make moves and put in the sauce on how he plays and stuff, okay, of course, Joel Embiid is more appealing. But if you're trying to win championships and you're trying to go deep in, well, I would say just championships, because that's the whole goal. If you're trying to win championship and you're trying to get that Larry O'Brien, then Joker is the guy that you want on your squad. I'm not impressed by it. I mean, the reason why is because when Kobe has scored 81 points, okay, when Kobe had scored 81 points, he had already had 2 trophies by then. 3, I'm sorry. He had three championships by then. Okay? And he had already had rings. Yeah, I know he was with Shaq, and he was, they were both counterparts and everything. But he still had the rings. And at that time, they were actually calling him, or Paul Pierce had actually called him Lord of the Rings. Okay? It's documented. Go look it up. Okay? That was the name that Paul Pierce, the Truth, had gave him. Listen, Joel Embiid does this year after year. Okay? He'll put up phenomenal numbers in the regular season, crying about MVPs that, they should have gave him. Get to the playoffs, something's going to happen. Whether he gets hurt. Look, I know he played when he was hurt, but I don't want to hear any type of excuses, okay, this time, okay? LeVar Ball did have a point when he first came into the league, when his son first came into the league, when he was talking about Lonzo. He had made a statement about both Ben Simmons at the time and Joel Embiid. And it struck a fire under Joel Embiid, and basically LeVar Ball said, "How are you gonna, be talking all the time when you barely even play? You're always hurting. You do more talking than you do playing." And it was true. It was true. And that's when Joel Embiid decided to scale back on social media and started to focus more. And he was doing his thing and everything, but at the same time, like I said, I give him that couple years, because he did have to go through that maturation process. But Joel Embiid, now you have to step it up. Now the expectations are higher. Okay, you can't no longer this year. You can't blame. Nobody can really blame James Harden. Okay, you can't put it on James Harden. You can't put it on Ben Simmons anymore. You definitely can't put it on Tyrese Maxey, who has been balling. You can't. I don't want to hear any of this nonsense about you putting it on a guy like Tobias Harris, because now it's up to you to show up. Now, injuries are part of the game. Okay, if something happens, then something happens. But I don't want you complaining if things don't go in your favor. If you're fully healthy, okay, and then you're up in there complaining about MVPs when you really should be worried about that trophy and bringing that trophy, back to Philly, another one. So I'm not impressed by it. And plus, on top of that, you're doing it against a guy in Wembanyama. Everybody's talking about, he got bullied and all that. That's what he's supposed to do. I mean, people act like, Wembanyama has been in the league as a veteran. He's a rookie. You're supposed to get bullied. You're supposed to play bully ball. All right, and everybody wants to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, well, look what he did to Wembanyama and stuff like that." Yeah, I mean that's what you're supposed to do. You're a veteran. You've been in the league long enough now in order to do that. So I'm not impressed by 70 points. I'm not impressed by it. What I'm more impressed is if you put up 15, okay, 20, 25 points. Okay, and you get 11 rebounds and 2 blocks in a championship game. Because that's what Giannis is doing. What about you? Straight to the point. I'll get at y'all.